Hello guys, happy Thursday. Let me get comfortable in my seat. I will sip a little bit until you guys log on. And I apologize for yesterday. I know some of you guys saw that we had to create our drinks for tomorrow, and I totally forgot about that. And plus, it was right after the holidays, so it was just a lot going on. So, I did promise you guys this information about this sunscreen, and this research was pretty. Hey, this research was pretty freaking cool, actually, and I actually learned something for myself, and so I'm not going to take too much of you guys' time. I just wanted to come in, give you guys the information, and then hopefully see most of you guys tomorrow at our event at Sip and Savor. That's going to be pretty dope as well. So I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of sunscreen for us Black people. I know people that have told me, like, Black people don't need no sunscreen. You do. 2 years in a row, a friend that has joined us on our Memorial Day trip has gotten burned, like, really bad. The first year we were in Puerto Plata, and she was burned to the point, like, where she was in a lot of pain. So, you can get the aloe and things like that, but we need sunscreen, guys. We have to have it. So what the research says is that automatically, the darker your skin, the more SPF you already have. So basically, we have about 16% SPF in our skin already. And so I know if you go to Walmart and things like that, you see where it says SPF 30, SPF 15, SPF 50. Like, we already have SPF 16 on our skin. But that is absolutely, and it hurts like heck. You need at least a minimum of a 30 SPF on your skin to keep it from burning, right? So what right, SPF 16 is what we have in our skin. You need at least a 30. And just to tell you guys what SPF means, it means the sun protection factor. So, how much is this particular cream, which I learned that we should be using the cream and not the spray. That broke my heart because I love the spray because it's so easy to take. It doesn't leave that chalky film on your skin, the white chalky film. Like I said, I just love the spray, but now I know that I need to be using the cream because it makes sense. The cream, it gets into your skin evenly because you are, rubbing it on. When the spray, you may miss a spot because you're just, taking your hand and just spraying it across, and so you may miss areas that you really need. Especially, we went to Cancun. There was every day, and this is another thing they said in the research, that you need to know the area that you're in and when the UV is the highest. So I just noticed that around 2, 3 o'clock in Cabo, that sun would burn the hell out of me. Like, my foot was on fire because that was the only, part of my body that I really kept out at that time of day for some reason. But my foot would be like really, really hot. So I'm like, dang, that means that, and so I guess the cabana guys, if you want to call them, we're like, he said, oh, this is the high sun time of the day. And so that sun is really, really beaming down. So, and it's also saying that we need to put on a new coat of suntan lotion, a minimum of every 1.5 to 2 hours. Who does that? I know I don't. And I am a huge, huge tan fanatic. Like, I can sit out on the lawn, in the cabana with the sun on me, flipping because I want just like a bomb tan. So I never thought about reapplying that often, but we need to reapply our suntan lotion a minimum of 1.5, 2 hours, and more than that if you're going to get in the water, because the water makes your skin burn as well. So if you're going to be in the water, of course you need to find a suntan lotion that is water resistant, which is not going to last. Some of the recommendations I have for you guys, they only say that it's water resistant for about maybe an hour, 60 minutes or so. So you may need to, when you're looking at the suntan lotion that you're purchasing, make sure that you look and see if it says water resistant. You need to see for how long. Okay. My cousin, she was in Cabo with us as well. Literally, we got there on Tuesday. Okay. So she didn't arrive until Thursday. She came Thursday. I was working, so I didn't get a chance to kind of hang out with the group. So the next day on Friday, I saw her. Her entire nose in one day was beet red. And I'm like, girl, that's just literally less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours, her nose was burned. By, what was it, by Sunday, her forehead in the middle was literally literally peeling off. So, and we use suntan lotion, but because we were not making sure to reapply when we needed to, that's probably what the problem was. I did not start peeling, and you're going to peel anyway because it's just like I said, just like a snake. So it's going to it's pulling out the layer of skin. So probably 2 weeks after we returned, the only thing that was peeling was my shoulder. And I'm thinking like, well, maybe I just didn't have enough suntan lotion on that area. Nothing else peeled. But what I did notice was my legs were very, very bronze because before I put my lotion on every day, before I put the sunscreen on, I put on coconut oil. I did not get burned, but I had the freaking best bronze legs ever. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. So I'm thinking that I may try that combination next time. And actually, we have someone in the Chicagoland area that's right now testing out some sunscreen that she's making that has that kind of ingredients in it. And we're thinking that we're going to test it, and we probably will offer it in any of our packages that include the beach stay on it. So again, okay, so go back a little bit. The SPF, which is the sun protection factor, and they're also saying that you need to make sure that you are getting organic, or what do they call it? No chemicals. Get physical ingredients. So they're saying the best ingredients and what you should be looking for is zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. So this is what and again, no sprays, guys. Like, we gotta start going. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I have no choice. You're gonna have to get the cream. I'm going to give you guys some suggestions on the creams to use that are saying that they are transparent after you apply them. Let's see what else. And it should say, and I've read this before, and again, I take sunscreen everywhere I go. It also says that we should use it daily, but I know most of us don't even want to use it really on the beach. So daily is going to be kind of a stretch. But we should be using some type of sunscreen daily because we always are in the sun, especially during the summer months. So we need to make sure that we're getting sunscreen that has a broad spectrum UVA and UVB. Okay? This is a requirement from the FDA. So it should be in all of them, but you just never know. So you need to make sure that you read the ingredients when you are selecting your sunscreen. And again, the minimum that we should get when we purchase is the SPF 30. I always get SPF 50 for myself. And what those numbers mean. So it says that the SPF 30 allows 1/30 of sun rays to reach your skin. Okay? So the higher the number, the less amount of sun rays that will actually penetrate your skin. Okay? So like I said, SPF 50 is what I get. Anything above 50, they're saying that it's typically it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same percentage. So If you get 100 SPF 100, it's not going to do anything different to your skin. So SPF 50 should work for all of us. Again, we have 16%, SPF 16 in our skin already, but a minimum get an SPF 30 that has a broad spectrum UVA and UVB, and it needs to have what they consider physical ingredients, not chemical. Okay. So if you have your pen, write down. These are some suggestions, and this was from a site that specifically spoke about African Americans and sunscreen. Okay. So these are 5 of the suggested sunscreens that we should use. Hold on one second. Babe, they're pretty loud. We have what is called Sol Bar Shield, SOLBAR, Sol Bar Shield. It's SPF 50 and it's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. And I'm going to try to make sure I'm saying this right. This is called Exuviance Sheer Daily Protection. It's SPF 50. It's not water resistant at all. We have Tropical Sands. It's water resistant for up to 60 minutes and it's SPF 50. This one is a vegan, so I'm just assuming that it has all organic ingredients in it. It's called Nature's Gate Aqua Block. It's SPF 50. And then the last one is Vanny Cream Sunscreen. It's SPF 50 as well. Okay? So again, make sure that you are using sunscreen, because we do need it. We do burn. When you start getting that feeling like it's itchy, that's all you're getting that, it's going to start burning. And then if you are beet red, that's definitely a burn and it hurts. So make sure you are using sunscreen. Another thing is they said we need to make sure that we have on polarized sunglasses. And I found a site that has polarized sunglasses, and they sell them. They're really cute and they're at a really good rate. The site is, let's see, I wrote it down. It's called sunglasswarehouse.com. They have some really cute sunglasses on there, and they're saying that we need to wear the sunglasses that have the polarized lenses. So make sure you're looking at that too, because most of the times, as myself, we pick sunglasses that are cute. So we're not looking for, to make sure that they're going to protect our eyes from the sun rays. We're just like, oh, these are fashion and these are hot and I'm wearing them. Okay. So just check that site out. It's called sunglasswarehouse.com. And they have a section that just says polarized. And I saw some on there for like $10, maybe $15. So they're not even expensive. And they will be, protecting us from the sun. So again, make sure you're wearing sunscreen. Make sure you have on the sunglasses that are protecting your eyes. Make sure you have at least an SP 30 minimum. They don't recommend you get anything over an SP 50 because it's not needed. I will put the names of these sunscreens that I found that were to be good for our skin type and that would go on transparently. I'll put them in the comments of this video. And then to tell you guys, our next week's topic is going to be a hot one that is so people talk about it all the time. They ask questions. What do we do when you go to a hotel resort and there's evidence of bed bugs? How do you detect for bed? How do you search for bed bugs? What do you need to do to protect yourself and your clothing and your property from bed bugs? So we're going to talk about that next week, Tuesday. And again, if you are in the Chicagoland area, we would love to see you guys tomorrow at Sip and Savor Bronzeville. We are going to have an amazing time. We have DJ Red coming out. She is a great DJ. So to keep it in with the ladies, DJ Red is our house female DJ. She's going to come out tomorrow. We actually have 3 drinks, guys. We have one as a surprise, so we kind of made one up after we tested the 2. So we're going to have the layover, which was the winning drink from Cola Edwards. We're going to have our travel teeny, and then our newest mix of the 2, which we are calling the long ass flight. So we hope to see you guys tomorrow. You can go on the website and purchase your tickets. And the best thing about it is everyone who purchases a ticket before tomorrow at 5 p.m. will be in a raffle to win a free trip to Australia for New Year's Eve next year. So I implore you to go and get your tickets. They are $20. We cannot take cash at the door, so you need to purchase a ticket online. Yes, we did say everyone who purchases a ticket to the event will be put in a raffle to win a free trip to Australia with us next year, and it's going to be amazing for New Year's Eve. So until next Tuesday, talk soon.